Welcome to another episode of the 99 Seconds Career Podcast. My name is Jürgen Schmid. I am career mentor and coach, consultant, teacher and speaker. Every other week, we will bring up all kinds of career aspects in a way you have maybe never heard before, in 99 seconds or a bit more. In our last episode, we talked about how to make good career decisions. In this episode, we want to take a broader look at our careers. Imagine you do not have major decisions at hand. How much do you think about your work, your job, or your career in general? Let's dive into the 99 seconds and tackling a question that's both practical and deeply personal. How much time should we really spend thinking about our careers? What's a healthy approach, and when does it start to become a problem? Let's be honest, career decisions can feel overwhelming, especially in a world that's constantly changing. Maybe you're just starting out and feeling the pressure to figure it all out. Or maybe you're deep into your career and wondering if it's time for a change. Wherever you are, you've probably asked yourself, am I thinking about my career enough or maybe too much? Today, we'll break it all down. Let's talk about what healthy career reflections look like, the warning signs of overthinking, and, most importantly, how to strike a balance that works for you. Let's start with the basics. What does healthy career thinking actually look like? Experts agree that regular, intentional reflection is key. But what does that mean in practice? Well, it could be as simple as setting aside 20 minutes each day, or maybe a couple of hours each week, to check in with yourself. Ask questions like, am I happy in my current role? What skills do I want to develop? Where do I see myself in a year, 5 years? By making this reflection time intentional, meaning you schedule it and you stick to it, you avoid letting career worries creep into every moment of your life. And there's something a lot of people don't realize. Especially early in your career, it's normal to spend a lot of time exploring. Many successful people tried several jobs before finding the right fit. Steve Jobs, for example, worked as a video game designer, dropped out of college, and even traveled to India before co-founding Apple. So if you are experimenting and still figuring things out, you're in good company. And don't forget about rest. Taking breaks and stepping away from constant career planning isn't laziness, it's essential. Studies showed that deliberate rest leads to better problem solving and more creative insights. So that afternoon walk or weekend off, it's actually helping your career. But what happens when thinking about your career goes from helpful to harmful? Let's talk about overthinking. If you find yourself stuck in a loop, researching endlessly, worrying about every possible outcome, but never actually making a decision, you might be experiencing analysis paralysis. I've been there myself, spending hours on job boards, reading every top 10 careers article, and still feeling more confused than when I started. Or maybe your career is starting to take over your life. If you are working late every night, skipping social events, or constantly checking your email even on vacation, that's a sign things might be out of balance. And then there is burnout. Chasing career goals at the expense of your health, relationship, or happiness can leave you feeling exhausted and disconnected. Remember, a career is part of your life, not your whole life. Let's hear a quick story from one of our listeners, Sarah.
I used to think about my career all the time. I'd wake up in the middle of the night worrying about work, and it started affecting my sleep and my relationships. Eventually, I realized I needed to set boundaries. Now, I have a no work talk after dinner rule, and it's made a huge difference.
Thank you, Sarah, for sharing your experience. If you're listening and nodding along, you're definitely not alone. So, how can you find a healthy balance between career reflection and the rest of your life? Here are some practical tips. Block out specific times for career reflection, maybe Sunday evenings or during your morning coffee. Treat it like an important meeting with yourself. Don't just think, do. Try new roles, volunteer for projects, network with people in different fields. Action creates clarity. If you notice anxiety, indecision, or that your career thoughts are creeping into every part of your life, it might be time to step back. Make sure you're making time for family, friends, hobbies, and the rest. Remember, a well-rounded life supports a successful career. Every few months, ask yourself, am I happy with how I'm spending my time? Is my career reflection helping me or stressing me out? Reflecting on your career is important, but it should be intentional, time-limited, and balanced with action and other parts of your life. If you notice career thinking turning into obsession or anxiety, it's time to adjust. And if you ever feel stuck, don't hesitate to reach out for support, whether it's a mentor or career coach, like myself, or even a friend who's been through it before. Remember, your career is important, but so is your well-being. Maybe you want to share your career stories and challenges with me. Good idea. Let's continue the conversation. If you like my approach towards career and professional development and want to get some more personalized guidance, please reach out. I am here to help. And please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and share this episode with someone who could use a little extra career inspiration. Hope you enjoyed listening, and you will tune in for our next episode in 2 weeks. Curious about the different kinds of employees in today's workplace? Next episode, we will dive into the world of T-shaped and V-shaped professionals. If these terms are new to you, you're in for an eye-opening discussion. Don't miss out. Thank you for listening and thinking along. I wish you success for the path you are following or creating. My name is Jürgen Schmid, and until next time, be the difference, remain curious, and shine.